The thing about British crime fiction is it's got a long and distinguished history, and there are writers like Dickens, possibly our greatest writer, who was a crime writer, and his friend Wilkie Collins certainly was a crime writer. But it really starts with Conan Doyle, Baker Street, the great detective, the commission of a crime and the solving of a crime, the personality of the detective. Then you have Agatha Christie, obviously with Poirot, who is a kind of version of Sherlock Holmes, Miss Marple, who's something totally new. You have modern coppers like Rebus, Ian Rankin, Val McDermott with Dr. Tony Hill, Mark Billingham. It seems a week doesn't pass where we don't have another excellent new British crime writer. The core ingredients are the initial mystery, and the mystery has to be like a kind of force of chaos in which everything is changed, everything is disordered. So the detective appears and brings order out of that chaos. I don't know why that appeals particularly to Brits, but it does. We also love the board game Cludeo, which ties into that same obsession with murder in a very peculiarly British setting. Everybody has a kind of pleasant nostalgic rush when they hear the name Cluedo, and it's the same kind of appeal as Agatha Christie has. It's the country house, it's the cloistered setting in which a murder is committed, it's the variety of suspects, and it's finding out which of them is the killer. It doesn't surprise me that Cluedo's as popular 60 years after it was made as it still is. We're now starting to value things that we once took for granted. We now think, that's good, that's British, and that's good, and we value that. The future for crime writing in this country is very healthy at the moment, incredibly healthy. There isn't a bookshop which isn't selling more crime fiction as a popular genre than any other. There's probably three elements that you need to bear in mind when you're writing a crime novel these days. To a large degree, it has to be original, because there is a hell of a lot of product out there, so it has to be different in some way, so it can establish itself as it can cut out from the herd, if you like. It needs an element of elegance in the writing, good writing, because quite a lot of crime fiction, including the world's best-selling crime and thriller writer, is not well written. So it's going to help you if you can be a good writer as well. And essentially, above all else, readability. You need that narrative to grab the reader by the throat, and they will carry on till the end of the book.